Today we're gonna talk about how you should structure your meals. All right. This video is going to be based off the assumption that you are going to split your meals evenly throughout the day. Now remember, you don't have to do this. There's no requirement that says you need equal servings of protein, carbohydrates, and fat throughout the day. You eat what works for you. That is the most important thing, and I want to get that out before we get into this video. Okay, so assuming that we're going to split it evenly throughout the day. First, determine how many meals fits into your schedule. For some people, this is 2 meals. And maybe you have to do 2 meals. Is this optimal? Not necessarily. Is it bad? Not necessarily. So, I would generally say somewhere between 3 and 7 meals. Yes, you can have 7 different meals in the day. And it really just all depends on you. Do you like to eat more small meals? Or do you like to eat less big meals? Personally, I kind of fluctuate between the two, and recently I've been having more like three big meals-ish, and then maybe like 1 or 2 snacks somewhere in there. So I'm having about 5 different meals. And now when I break it up that way, it is definitely not split evenly, right? So if we were to split our meals evenly, we first want to determine how much protein we need in the day, okay? Now it's not extremely important to be focused on the numbers. We can focus on other things. So we're just gonna do it by the numbers because that is the easiest way to determine it. And then if you track for a while, if you practice for a while, maybe you get the protein down first, maybe you get the carbohydrates down second, the fats third, then eventually it'll become like second nature. Now, I never track anymore, but granted, I'm 6 years into this whole nutrition and lifting and exercise thing. So what you want to do is determine your protein. Assuming that you're lifting weights and exercising like you should be, you need somewhere between 1.3 to 1.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Now, what's important there is this kilogram of body weight. To get kilograms of body weight, you divide your weight, your weight in pounds, by 2.2. All right, and then multiply by the 1.3 to 1.8, you will get how much protein you need in the day. Yes, this is a range because not every day is going to be the same, and your body doesn't think necessarily in numbers. You need somewhere in this, and what the most important factor in determining this is how you want to structure your meals. So again, it goes back to that. What's an enjoyable diet for you? Because an enjoyable pattern of eating is what's going to make you stick to it. All right, now determine your fats. However many calories you need in the day, multiply it by 0.25 to 0.35, and then divide that by 9, okay? That's gonna give you grams of fat. Then finish off the carbohydrates. The rest of your calories for the day, after you figure out those two, should just be carbohydrates straight through. It ends up being somewhere between like 40, 45, all the way up to about 55% of your daily calories. And remember, if you're bulking, this may be more. All right, so after we do this, just split it up into how many meals you want throughout the day, all right? So let's say I need 35 grams of protein between 3 different meals. I need 70 grams of carbs throughout 3 different meals, and I need, let's say, 20 grams of fat or 30 grams of fat between the 3 different meals. All I'm gonna do is find foods that fit that structure. Maybe I'm gonna have like 5 eggs. That's about 35 grams of protein. And that's probably about 20 grams of fat. Okay, so I got that. Now, where can I add? Okay, I wanna have this with rice. I wanna have it with potatoes. How many grams of carbohydrates is that? What was it cooked in? Is it cooked in fat? Okay, add that in. So it's all about doing the math. You know, sometimes we have to get out of this I already know it mentality. You know, sometimes we need to humble, and this is something I do very frequently. About every 2 to 3 months, I'll begin to track again just to see what I'm getting. Am I on track? Am I staying true to what I preach, to what I believe you should be doing? This way, I'm constantly auditing myself and making sure that I'm on track, because if I'm not on track, then I'm just lying to myself. I'm curious, hey, why am I not getting to my goals? You gotta audit yourself. You gotta see what you're doing is working. Now, right now, everything is working perfectly for me, so I have no need to track. And if that's the same for you, then don't feel the need to do this process. But if you find you're just not hitting your goals, you're trying to gain muscle, but you're just not getting there, if you're trying to build a booty and it's just not coming, if you're trying to lose weight and you just can't get the weight off, you're just stuck in a specific spot, then audit yourself. Look into what you're doing. Does your workout program have progression? Are you getting stronger? Are you doing more volume over time, denoted by sets multiplied by repetitions multiplied by weight? And is your pattern of eating, which we commonly refer to as diet, is that on track? Are you eating the right foods 80% of the time or more? So, go and audit yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on Instagram. My handle is @TrevorLomax. You can also post in the comments below. If this video helped you, and if you feel like this is something you may do in the future, then please hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, support me. Let this get around to more people so that it can help them as well. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe below, and if you don't have an account, subscribe. Make one and subscribe. That way you can get notifications of my videos as soon as they come out, and of course, all of your other favorite fitness, nutrition, or maybe like your favorite music people, whatever you want to subscribe to. Go and subscribe to all of them. It's just so much easier than having to like look on Instagram. When's Trevor posting? I don't know. All right, now I'm just getting on a rant. I'll see you soon.